Today we've got an awesome single kettlebell and body weight routine. Those are probably the most typical workouts that we do here. I'm going to be using my trusty 35. It's the weight that I've found that feels best for me for most of these workouts. So if you're relatively new to SOS Kettlebell, finding that weight that is your kind of home-based weight is something that you need to do. So go on the lighter side in the first rounds. I'm going to be doing the first round with you, so this is going to be a follow-along workout. So go on the lighter side, and then after this round, you're going to repeat 2 to 4 more times through. So the exercises that we have today are halo with fixed rotation. We got body pass palm stop. We're going to pull, catch, and squat with the kettlebell. We're going to do a push-up stance for our sidekicks. We're going to do a kneeling, bottoms up, clean and press on each side. We'll do seated twists. We have alternating lateral lunge passes. We're going to do a walkout to a push-up, O-raises, and then the 10th exercise that we're going to do are wipers with the belt pressed out. So hopefully you got a good joint mobility warm-up in. If you haven't, you should. But we're ready to go here. So we're going to be doing all the exercises. I got the time here. I got the demonstration, so just follow along. Do your best. Move well, breathe well. Any feedback that you have or questions in regards to what we're doing here, I'm always welcoming, and I want to help you with. So please let me know anything I can help you with. All right, our first exercise is going to be a halo with fixed rotation. So we're going to take the bell around the line of the eyes and ears. We're going to lock our quads out, and then we're going to fix this rotation. So the bottom half is fixed, and we're rotating our upper half. So we want the kettlebell, the sternum, and the head all to kind of stay in alignment when we're doing this, okay? So our breathing pattern, we want to inhale as we go around, and then we want to exhale through our rotation. So let's get going. You're going to have your kettlebell in hand. The bottom of the kettlebell is going to be up or up. The handle is going to be down. The bottom of the kettlebell is going to be up. We're going to inhale as it goes around and exhale through. Inhale and exhale. When you're doing these, you want to lock your quads out to fix the rotation. Fixed rotation just means one half of the body's rotating while the other half is fixed. Inhale and exhale. We're going to set the bell on the ground, handle up. We're going to put both hands on the handle. We're going to switch hands behind our back. So if we start like this, it'll make our pass nice and easy. So switch hands and pause, okay? Inhale, exhale. Once again, legs are nice and tight. We're inhaling through our pass and exhaling through the pause. Bell on the ground. We're going to two-hand clean it. I call it a pull. We'll bring it up, re-grip on the sides of the handle, and we'll drop to a nice deep squat. Okay? So back to the ground, time starting. Two-handed clean, clamp nice and tight. Inhale into your squat. Exhale up and out, and re-clean. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale up and out. Last rep here. All right, that takes us to side kicks. Push-up position. And our hips are going to rotate here, so your hips will be a little bit high, but we're going to kind of set our hip down, the high hip side, we're going to kick up. So when you're doing this, lock your quad out. So we don't want our knee to bend. We want our quads to be tight to kind of release that hamstring a little bit. But you're going to work your obliques, you're going to work your push-up position with this. Push-up stance in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Hands are relatively close. I inhale when I switch. Exhale, do my kick. go fast. You can go slow with these. Whatever your goals and fitness level allow. But we want to stay hollowed out. If we get really tired, you're going to hold that push-up position the best that you can. Exercise number 5 is a kneeling bottoms up clean and press. So if you have chalk, this is a helpful tool because bottoms up cleans. Your hands can get sweaty and it makes it kind of tough to hold on to, but we're going to be cleaning and pressing on the knee upside, okay? So when you're cleaning the bell, a great learning tool for swings and cleans is adopting a kneeling base, because if the bell hits the ground, you know that the bell is too low. We want to always keep this wrist and bell high in our hips, okay? So when we back swing it into our clean, if it hits the ground, it's too low, so keep it high. But we're going to set up with a nice back swing. There's your bottoms up clean. And we really want to focus on the bell, maintaining balance, but also nice strong grip on that as well. So re-clean after each one. I dump my thumb in. It's fine to keep your thumb up, whatever you prefer. If you've never done these before, do these with a pretty light bell until you've got a few underfoot, okay? Bottoms up, clean and press in 3, 2, and begin. And it's always helpful to finish on your less dominant or your weaker side, just so you finish in a strong psychological position at the end of each round or each lift. Got a little balance and a little grip strength. Lots of focus. Anything over your head with a kettlebell always demands your attention. And it's good to watch. All right, switch sides, switch knees. Chalk it up if you need to. Ready, set, and begin. When you are cleaning these, we want to sit back with the hip on the knee down side. So that really helps you identify a good hinge and how to use those hips to clean your kettlebell, because that's what we want to use. Last rep. Always finish a rep if you're in the middle of it. All right, seated twists. I often do these unweighted. So when we do seated twists, we want to sit back and nice and tall. Because it's really not about moving weight. It's about rotating, much like we did with our fixed rotation on our halo. We want to move head, sternum, shoulders all in line. So as we're doing that, we want to lean back, avoid this hunched back position. With the kettlebell, I'll lift, take it over, and set it on the other hip, okay? So just holding this posture is difficult enough for most people. When they get into this hunched position, you really don't get anything out of it but a possibility of back pain. So we're trying to do the opposite of that here. So I'm gonna do them weighted. If you have back issues, anything like that, it's helpful to clamp your heels on your kettlebell and just do these nice and slow and controlled, okay? No speed until you can master nice and slow and controlled, okay? Seated twist, dig your heels in, keep your hamstrings engaged, keep your chest up and lifted. Ready, set, and begin. And it's always helpful to kind of keep your eyes up on the ceiling. It helps keep good posture and helps you keep it off of the low back and onto the obliques and the abs, which is what we want here. Because this weight's pretty heavy, it engages a lot of chest muscles too, and a lot of upper body. So as long as you know how to engage those, keep your back out of it, I think this method will be fine. Wait it. All right, exercise number 7. It's an alternating lateral lunge pass. The pass is designed to help you hold that lateral lunge position. a little bit longer. So the pass isn't anything we want to rush. It's just a bonus. So if you find yourself having trouble with these, ditch the bell and focus on an unweighted lateral lunge where we get our hip in line with our knee. But to pass, we're going to take the bell in the same hand that we're stepping with that leg. So left hand, left leg. I'm going to step. I'm going to get into my lateral lunge position. It's helpful if you keep your shoulder pulled back, arms straighten out. The height of the bell kind of dictates where you're going to be, and it sets you up to be in a good position for your lateral lunge. Slow and controlled, pass. Stand up. We switched hands. Sit back and down. Slow and controlled. Turn those obliques into it. Time is going. In 3, 2, and begin. Take your step. Get into position. And slow controlled pass. We're turning our shoulders into it. I'm going to sit back and down. You can tie these into kind of Cossack-like if you have that Cossack built up, your Cossack movement and strength. So we want to keep shin vertical. We want to push our knee out on these. So you're using your glute minimus, glute medius. Those are usually unworked in a lot of people. Good breathing on these. Keep those shoulders back. All right, bell on the ground. Exercise number 8, walk out to a push-up. We're going to do these for 40 seconds, just because they're a good exercise. So we get a nice fold. Walk our hands out to push-up position. Legs are tight, pelvis is forward, and nice, good push-up. So you can do these at any speed. It's good for you, comfortable for you. In 3, 2, and begin. Walk out to push-up. You can jump or dive out. Just make sure that your shoulders and low back are ready for it. Good breathing. Hands stay right under your chest, right under your shoulders. 10 seconds. And time. All right, the last 2 of the round here are O-raise and a pressed out wiper. For our O-raise, we're going to set the belt at the top of our head, and you can do these unweighted as well. So we'll be flat on our backs. Low back's pushing the ground, glutes engaged. First thing we want to do is bring our knees in and together to seat the low back. Second thing we're going to do is take the bell overhead, push it forward. If you want a little more wrist and grip strength, push it forward. Inhale, lengthen out. We can take a full rest by putting the heels, the bell on the ground, or we can keep everything elevated, and it makes it a lot more challenging, okay? So here's your O-raise for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Inhale, when you lengthen out. Exhale. All right, last exercise of the round here is a pressed out wiper. So we're going to get the bell into a locked out position, hands nice and deep into the handle. Now we're going to make sure our shoulder stays packed so that shoulder blades both stay rooted in the ground. My free hand is going to go off to the side to anchor. My legs are going to be up in a windshield wiper position. They're going to go down towards the palm that's on the ground, and then they're going to come back up. So we're going to spend 30 seconds each side of these. Press out wiper, ready, set, and begin. So try to get that upper thigh down, and then back up. It's fine to bend your knees on this one. Take some weight off, and allow you to do it a little more effectively here. Inhale as they go down. Exhale back up. You get a nice stretch out of these as well. set the bell down, take it over the top of your head. Along on the other side here, so hands nice and deep into the handle. Free hands anchored into the ground, legs are out. The last 30 of the round, ready? Begin. Nice stretch, back up. All right, so that's round one. I want you to do 2 to 4 more. Follow along, move well, breathe well. Let me know any questions. Thank you.